Hey guys, here we are with the Mini Cooper S. We pulled the head off. We can see they got a burnt valve. These are common problems. Also seen that the cylinders are very shiny, loss of the crosshatch pattern. And, you know, just generally, you know, it's almost like this engine needs a little bit of a rebuild. I hate to go this far, you know, and not do a rebuild on this engine, because you build the top end and then soon after the bottom end goes. And I want to be able to do as much work on this car, then I can drive it and don't have to worry about bringing it in back for any little thing. And you're going to see I'm going to do a whole lot of work on this car. Engine rebuild, transmission fluid replacement, you know, suspension's got a little rust. We'll clean that up and we'll get that painted back, and then at the end we're going to undercoat it. So here we are. We're going to pull the whole assembly out. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Disconnected the brake calipers. We're going to pull the whole front down with the suspension and everything. Disconnected the rack and pinion on the inside. Disconnected the ABS sensor and the lower brake pad warning sensors. I'm going to pull the muffler out. Disconnect the muffler from the bottom. Pull that out. I'm going to try to support here. Take here, I've made a custom support here with my head bolts, right? So we're going to support this here and support this on the transmission side. Support it, and then we're going to let it down and pull it out. All right, so let's see how that goes. All right, gentlemen. Engine, carrier, transmission, differential, struts, everything has been removed. Wasn't that bad. Took me like 3 hours to get that off. Got the engine sitting on a cart here. Got the axles removed. Alright, so engine's going to be rebuilt. So we got to disassemble all the components. First thing we'll do, we'll get the wire harness off. Get the transmission off. Then take off all the accessories. All the vacuum reservoir, water pump, tensioner, air seat compressor. We'll get that all off. Drain the oil. Get this mounted and start to clean this up for rebuild. Head will just head as we remove. We got it here. We'll work on that a little bit later. Suspension was pretty much rusted. We're going to be replacing a lot of those components. Check out the other video for suspension overhaul and restoration. All right. This is broken. Flex pipe is broken. And you've got a welded straight piece, then you've got another welded end, so that whole piece is going to get replaced. All right, got the engine by itself. Got the transmission off, hanging the transmission on here. We'll leave this for a little bit. We'll work on this trans later, but let's get all the accessory pieces off of this engine, get it stripped down. Okay. Got the oil pan off. Nothing really inside the pan. Nothing that we can see. Alright. Let's get this cover off, access the chain. So we're going to go ahead and remove the oil pump and start removing the pistons. Alright, got the cover off. And this chain feels awfully loose. So from here all the way to here, it's almost 7/8. Like from here to here, almost 7/8 deflection. I don't think that's normal. What do you guys think? Alright gentlemen, there you have it. Engine completely disassembled. I'll go over a little bit in a little while about what the bearings look like. But for right now, we'll take all the bearings out. We will get this block all washed up and cleaned up. Inspect the crankshaft, inspect the pistons, and take our bore measurements. There's a whole series of inspection and measurements that we have to take to confirm this block is good to go. And then we'll start to reassembly. I've got to order parts. Alright guys, thank you. Alright guys, so we are going to check the runout on the existing crankshaft. We removed the center bearings and left the two outer main bearings in, put the crankshaft in. We're going to check the runout if the crankshaft is bent and how much it's bent. There's a certain percent of allowable that this crankshaft can be bent and still work. So that's what we're checking now. So again, we are supported here, and we are going to be checking the runout of the number 2, 3, and 4 journal. So this one, and this one. Okay, so if you guys can see here, this one, this one, this one. So we want to see how much it's out of round, meaning if there's a crank within a crank. Like again, there's an allowable limit that's acceptable because you're never going to get truly 0. So we've got it set here at 0. We've got our crankshaft marked at 0. And then we're going to go around and check at each degree increment. We've got it 0 all the way up to 360. Okay. Starting at 0. Zero back. That's pretty straight. No run out. Okay. Okay. So this particular journal, at 150 degrees, we're about 5/10.0005, and at 210 degrees, we're about 1/1000th of deflection. Okay. So we got 5/10 at 150 degrees, same thing. Oh, it hasn't changed, that's good. Okay, so the reverse deflection is 5/10 at 150 degrees. Supported here. This one was 0. This one had a 5/10.0005 at 150 degrees, and then 1,000.001 at 210 degrees, and then this one had 0.0005 5/10 at 150 degrees. So overall, this crankshaft is pretty good. It is not bent. It is probably well within the spec. I think the spec is probably 5 or 6. So I think we're good to go. Okay. Alright guys, so these journals, all of them, have got surface scratches on them, and you can feel them with your fingernail. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a light sanding and polishing to get them nice and polished, so for the rebuild. Okay.